Sounds like a plan.
Great. First of all, I want you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred, a childhood friend of Yarrow's. Ask him what he makes of the incident, and whether he has any explanation for it. Secondly, a farm boy told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the sea during his last visit there. The winds have been blowing inland the last couple of days, so go search the shoreline and see if it washed up. I myself will take a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Ah, and here. This is a map of the region. Yarrow's house is at the blue dot. So, unless there's anything else, I'd say let's step to it. Just meet me at the farm when you're done.
My journey was only a few hours, but it was a rude awakening to the cruel world out there. It's nothing like back home. Every path, every crossing, there's always danger. Whether it's wolves or a troll, bandits, skeletons on the wayside. There was always some danger in front of me, something to run from, something to fight. I awakened myself to new powers that I never would have thought in a million years I would have been able to use. And yet here I was, casting flames from the palm of my hand, healing myself with my own power. At the cost of a sickness that can't be cured. That was a small price to pay. So I had become something else. I was becoming a fighter. Someone who could finally stand his own ground, but it was a tiring journey nonetheless. And when I finally made it to my destination, it was a sweet, sweet feeling. Finally. Here I am. Alright. Find this Alfred.
Hey, you there! Yes, you! Do you want to know a secret?
What do you mean?
Well, I found something really, really awesome, but I need help from somebody as tall and strong as you. How about it? I show you what I mean, and you promise to help me in return. What do you say?
Huh. Could you be a little more specific? What did you find?
I'll show you in a moment, but first, you have to promise to help me. Come on, don't be a chicken.
Alright, I'll help you. Show me the secret.
Awesome! I knew you'd say yes. Come, follow me.
I'll bite. Not really in any rush right now. Who knows, maybe it'll lead me to Alfred. At least worth checking out, I think. Huh.
Look, I found this yesterday when I was searching for shells. Awesome, isn't it?
Well, it's a casket.
Yes, and you know what? If you shake it, you can hear a rattling, as if there are coins in it. All we need to do is break it open, then we can split the loot, and I could give Daddy the money for the pointy beard man. So what do you think? I've already tried to open it, but it just won't budge.
Pointy beard man?
Yeah, that man from the big city, who always comes after a moon turn. He wants money from the farmers. Daddy says he works for this Jank or Borg or something like that.
Oh, you mean landlord. So I take it your daddy owes his landlord money?
Yeah, I think so. He always tries to make us think everything is okay, but I'm not stupid. And maybe there are enough pennies in this box for Daddy to pay the pointy beard man. Who knows?
Alright, let me have a try.
Sure.
Let's see here. Huh. It's not budging. Oh, let's try this.
Yes! Awesome! Let's see what's in there.
There we go, that did the trick.
There are... Oh, come on. What is that?
What is it?
aren't any pennies, only these weird nails and a piece of paper. Here, take a look for yourself.
Spare parts. Let's see this note. Day and night it stands there sublime, proud, full of power, giving blessings in time of need on our path until we die.
So, does it say anything?
It looks like some kind of poem to me. Not sure.
A poem? What if it's a riddle? That's what you grown-ups call it, don't you? What does it say exactly? A blessing in distress? That... Oh, sugar, why do you grown-ups always have to talk so complicated? That is... Wait. Father Vildus, the priest, he always talks about blessings at the sermons. Maybe the writer is talking about the shrine, the one behind our house. Quickly, you should go take a look over there. I have to go back to the farm to feed the Leors, but tell me at once if you find anything.
Alright, I'll do. Shrine. Is it this, maybe? Excuse me.
Walk blessed, my child. How may I help you?
I'm an outlander. Could you explain to me what a path really is?
What it is? Now that's quite the question you're asking there. But fine, why not? The path is two things. For one, it is the name of holy writing that encompasses both the revelation of the Lightborn after the fall of the Eterna King Azataron, and the journey of the first vassals to Enderal, who founded this country under Malphas's guidance. It also tells us the virtue of the path, the ideals by which every Endralean should live, which is the only way to salvation. Secondly, it is the holy calling of each Endralean citizen.
I see. Thanks for your explanation.
You are welcome, child. Walk blessed.
Huh. Alright. Nice to have another perspective on this whole path thing. Anyways, this. The beginning of the current, a big stone with a raised bleak tree in the west. Beginning of the current.
It's always the same with these novices.
There, there's a stream here. In the west. Or... did it say west? Yeah, in the west. So then... I'll have to come back to this later. I should really go looking for Alfred. Get back on track. Not exactly eager to solve riddles right now. Alright. Maybe there's a inn or something. Check. What's this? Drunken Bee.
Righteous path. Did you hear the news? It's a hallway.
Huh? What do you want?
Sorry, excuse me.
The sun slowly sinks in its nocturnal grave.
Looking for an older man, I think.
In at night, where he had rented a room.
We just got a new delivery of ale. Anyone?
That's just how he is. Always
Get out of here. Didn't see anyone that fit the description. I'll check back later, but I'm being honest, not really my kind of environment. Oh, this is his house. Hey,
Who are you?
just a traveler. You're Alfred, right? The childhood friend of a man named Yarrow?
Yarrow, this is about his death, isn't it? The rampage.
You've heard about it?
Of course, who hasn't? Yarrow was one of us, after all. It is terrible. Simply terrible. You want to hear an old man's opinion, though? I always expected that something like this would happen. Malthus, forgive me for talking about a keeper like that, but it's the truth.
You mean you saw it coming? How?
Hard to explain, really. Come on, let's find somewhere to sit. It'll be easier to talk that way.
Sure.
Well, Yarrow, that's quite a subject, you know. You were right when you said we were best friends.
We always go to
Our fathers knew each other. For as long as I can remember, Yarrow and I were getting into trouble together. At least, until his mother died.
Out of old age, I assume.
No. Bandits killed her in broad daylight on Penny Road. Today these incidents are common, but not back then. The road was considered safe. Very safe. She was on her way to Ark, accompanied by 3 other women, and they were set upon at the pass. None of them survived. Yarrow was shattered. I think the worst part was how his father went downhill after his wife's death. The fishery decayed, and the poor guy filled his days with boozing and sleeping. It changed Yarrow forever.
How exactly?
Well, that's a good question. On the one hand, he became a man, despite his tender age. On the other hand, something inside him woke up, so to speak. A desire to make more of his life. Old Mother Jenica noticed it and took him under her wing. He learned how to read and write, and soon he knew all the holy verses by heart. When he didn't have to help his drunken father, he helped in the village as much as he could.
So he transformed his grief into productivity. Sounds like a rather positive development.
Indeed, that's one way to look at it. It wasn't long before he was the jewel of the village, the striving young fisherman destined for great things, even though he was only on the path of a manufacturer. And then the inevitable happened. A keeper of the order came to Riverville to see the prodigy with his own eyes. And behold, in addition to Yarrow's ingenuity, he also had a slumbering, magical talent. The keeper took him away, and a few months later, he started his novitiate. Since then, I've only seen him once or twice, as he rarely visited Riverville. I don't think he ever noticed how much that hurt me.
Is it that uncommon for somebody on the manufacturer's path to get a chance to become a keeper?
If one of the manufacturers makes it to Sergeant of the Guard, it's reason enough for a bard song. He must have been the first novice in centuries who was not of the sublime path. So yes, it is uncommon. More than that.
So, what did you mean by you always expected that something like this would happen?
Oh, it's hard to explain. I believe it was the way he was talking about his grand plans. How he wanted to make the world a better place, to become the greatest keeper since Loram Waterblade. Underneath all this, there was an anger. An anger mixed with deep grief and disappointment. I don't think he was aware of it because he drew all his strength from that anger. The strength to do all this, to learn and to work day and night, but it frightened me, like the Blue Death. It slumbers inside the pathless mage who believes he can master magic without the Order's help. At first, it grants power, but then, one day, it bursts out in an unholy wave of destruction, turning him into one of the monsters in the old songs. Anyway, I'm just an old man. What do I know about these matters? Now let me go to sleep. All these memories are making me weary.
Alright. Thanks for your help.
Yes, of course.
Alright. Oh, there's step 1 done. Now let's go down to this home. Where was that? Alright, just on the shore. Strong box near his house. Alright, should be this way. I'm gonna feel bad for the poor old man. Lost his best friend, and next thing I know is he's really gone. Take a shortcut through here. There. What's this last one? Much as this fever sucks, it does have its perks. Before I got on that ship, I never would have imagined I would have been able to use magic. Now here I am. Like second nature to me. And more. Gathering. Come on. Get back. Quick a potion. Just gotta keep track of all of them. Should be fine. Alright, let this last one go. I think I'm safe. I think this is the place. There we go. Alright, let's see if there's anything else of interest over here. Wonder if I can get in here. Nah. Alright, let's get back to Jaspar. Although first... let me read these diaries.
Yesterday, when Syrah and I sat under the old oak, she said something I can't get out of my head. The greatest peril in life is forgetting one's own ideals. These letters, the testimonies of my path, shall ensure that I don't. Letter 1, 8171 after Starfall. Yesterday, the keeper came into the village to offer me a novitiate. Apparently, old Mother Ilana set forth the matter after she realized I was magically gifted. Grateful as I am, the matter raises a strange train of thought. Maybe, in some grotesque way, it was good that my mother died that day. Why, you ask? Because it opened my eyes. Before, it was my only wish to make Father proud. Father, a fisherman. Now, I cannot help but feel anger when observing the village folk around me. Day in, day out, they follow the same routine. Wake up, work, carouse, and sleep. Is this all they want from life? Don't they too take note of the ills in this world and have the desire to change something? Only Syrah is different. She understands what drives me, and she shares my dream of a better world. I told the keeper that I will come, but only if she is granted an apprenticeship in Ark. Thank Malthus he agreed.
Huh. Well, let's get back to Jaspar. Seems like Yara did have his own very specific worldview. Though I don't think I'm really here about how he saw the world. Hear about the Red Madness. Alright. Should be here somewhere. Didn't think to clear the place out first? Alright, guess he went inside. Alright, where are you? Dagger. Shit. Jesus, that was a close one. Could definitely use a shield. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Alright. Where did Jaspar go? Oh. God damn it. could have warned me about all these traps.
Well, if it isn't my new friend. Any luck?
Well, I had a chat with this Alfred.
Well, well. That's interesting. Good work. That only leaves the mysterious object in the water. I'll have a closer look around here in the meantime.
Yeah, I found what Euro tried to get rid of. Here.
Interesting. I didn't know about his companion's fate, to be honest. Irony of fate, isn't it? Murdered by those you wanted to help. But the Order will definitely be interested in these letters. Well done. That should be all we need then. Splendid.
What about you? Did you find anything?
I did, and now I finally know what to make of it. Come, follow me.
Alright.
I present a Star People's lock. And I bet my buttocks will find another answer behind that door over there.
Star People's Lock? I've never heard of that before.
Doesn't surprise me. This kind of lock is usually only found in treasuries or castles. But they can be picked, but that's going to be quite the challenge without the bolts.
You need bolts to open them?
Normally, yeah. It's quite simple, actually. Every keyhole has a matching bolt that latches into place once you insert it. And once all the keyholes, 5 in our case, are latched, the door the lock protects opens up. If you don't have the matching bolts, however, you should prepare yourself for the most frustrating break-in of your life. That is, if you don't happen to be Jaspar, who knows a little trick.
And what might this trick be?
You can use wooden sticks instead of bolts. They'll break a couple of seconds after you put them inside the lock, but if you manage to get all 5 sticks into place before the first one breaks, you can basically trick the mechanism. It's all about speed, in other words. So I'd say you do the running, and I'll wait near the pressure plate. You ready?
Alright, let's do this.
Splendid. Here are the sticks. Alright, go!
Yeah, give me a sec. Let me just make sure I know where all these are. Okay, so 2. Could have sworn he said there were 5, right? Alright, well. Do the trick? Ah, I missed one. There's the last one. Okay.
Damn, that was too slow. We'll try it again.
No, I got it. Just didn't see where this last one was. Don't worry. Ugh.
Brilliant.
There we go.
I'm really good at this. Now let's take a look and see what the old Magister didn't want anyone to see, shall we?
Let's have a look, I guess. What kind of guy was this Yarrow? Have something like this in his basement.
Oh. A fire elemental. And not a weak one. This Yarrow knew about magic, that's for sure. That leaves us with the question of what exactly this is supposed to be.
Corpse?
At the risk of blowing your mind, I had already figured as much. I suppose that's his companion. Though it's interesting that he was already on the wrong side of the law way before his rampage.
Yeah. So what now?
let's take a look around and see if we find anything.
Let's see here. Should be able to heal myself. Alright, it's better. What's this?
Beloved Sira, this is my last letter. In it, I ask for forgiveness, for it was I who murdered you. No, of course, it wasn't me who held the knife, but it was me who infected you with my fallacy. The fallacy that the world wants to be saved. It doesn't. Yes, Sira, there's still a part of me who refuses to believe these words, even as I write them. But just one look is enough to prove me a fool. We have so much, yet we are never content. We could make peace, yet we choose war. We embrace hatred over love. And no, Sira, there is no hope, no silver lining, no matter how much we try to tell ourselves the opposite. Mankind is at its end. It has been since some mad god created it for his amusement. A Quranian philosopher once said that there comes a time in our lives when we make a choice. A choice to live virtuously, yet in austerity, or ignobly, yet in pleasure. The philosopher called this second choice choosing the void, because this is what lurks behind its pretty face. Do you see it now, Sira? The bitter truth? They all chose the void, all but us. We who dreamed of something bigger. We who were willing to make a sacrifice for the greater good. Just imagine what we could have done if we hadn't been alone. But we were alone from the very beginning. And no, Sira, these words do not come easy. You of all people should know that. I wanted to believe there was hope. I wanted to believe that all one has to do is remain strong, but look where our idealism brought us. Here I am, in front of your dead body, murdered by those you wanted to help. We should have fled to a faraway isle to grow old together, but we didn't. And why? Because I corrupted you with my delusions. I, too, will go, Sira. I don't think there is life after death, and I do not care. But before I make my exit, I will give this world what it deserves. Do you remember? They all chose the void. They shall have it.
What's that?
Jesus.
Let me see. Uh-huh. A tragic ending for a tragic personality, I'd say. Well, I think that should suffice.
What do you think about all this?
Well, what should I think about it? Yarrow was a self-righteous fool, just like all these do-gooders are. They celebrate themselves as great messiahs as long as everything goes well, but once they fail, it's the bad, bad world that's responsible for it. The wise hermit has a good saying for that. People are only idealists until it starts to hurt. He and his lady should have simply stayed in Riverville.
Well, you've got a point there.
Glad you see it that way.
So what's next? We going to Ark?
Yeah, we are. Here, I've got 2 teleport scrolls that can take us right back to Riverville. Just meet me in the tavern once you're ready to go. I have some stuff to take care of, so there's no need to hurry. Farewell.
All right. Huh. I guess I should head out too. Alright, that was more painless than I expected.
I hope the new turnip comes
Potatoes,
soon.
garlic, radish. Yeah, that should be it.
Let's get back to Jaspar. Although, did say he had some stuff to take care of. Wouldn't hurt to have a look around.
Well,
Excuse me.
Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around here before. Just take a look around and tell me if you see anything you like.
Show me what you got.
Oh, a bit of this and that. Feel free to take a look.
Alright. Let's see. I really am broke. Let's see. Nah. I'll come back later.
West?
yes?
Alright. Well, I suppose I could wait in the end for Jaspar. Even if he's not there yet. Shortcut.
Well, that's just how he is. Always talking much.
Quite a sight. Looks like he's here already.
Huh?
Hey,
Now, if it isn't my new pal. How about a sip of wine?
sure.
Here you go. So, are you ready for our little journey? It seems that Riverville's Myra's injured, so we'll have to go by foot.
Yeah, sure, let's go. The sooner I get rid of this fever, the better.
Splendid. Let's wait until nightfall, though. That way it's less likely we'll run into an ambush in the pass.
Where did I put it?
One more thing. Up to now, you've seemed more like the close combat type to me. In battle, I mean. Am I right?
I guess so, yeah.
I knew it. I'm asking because I was in the market just now stocking up on provisions, and I got myself some new reading material. Here, I think you might find this useful.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Then off we go, I'd say. You go on ahead. Just take the route leading north out of Riverville. It'll lead us straight to the mountain pass.
Walls of fire and arrows of ice. Before you can blink,
Alright.
Hello.
Off to Ark we go.
Huh? What do you want? Malphas's blessings.